Hello, here is the news at this hour from Tstv. I am Olaide Amosu. Here are some major headlines. Oyo Commissioner of Police promises arrest of Akinyele killings. NLC, ULC, others reject full price hike, demand reversal. And on the foreign scene, French Prime Minister EDOUARD Philippe resigns as Macron plans new team. In sports, Zidane wants Messi to stay in Spain despite Barcelona exit claims. Now the news in details. The Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Nwachukwu has promised that his command would ensure that culprits behind the killings in Akinyele local government area of the state are arrested. Enwonwu, who made the declaration on Thursday in Ibadan, said that the police would work assiduously to apprehend the culprits and maintain low level of crime in the state. In his words, the Commissioner for Police said, "I will not allow any policeman to toil with the fundamental human rights of Oyo people and other citizens residents in Oyo State. Under my watch, we will offer quality service delivery." And when we said that there won't be any room for infringements on members of the public, thereby warning policemen to be professional in their approach and performance of duties. The Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has revealed that political appointees in the state were not given official cars at the beginning of the current administration because there was really no money in the state account. He stated this while speaking on the state's television station in Ibadan about the challenges his administration has faced in its first year in office. Governor Makinde, however, stated that after the first anniversary of his administration, some commissioners and political appointees have received their official cars. In his words, "When we came in, there was really no money. As a matter of fact, all political appointees were using their personal cars until after the first anniversary in office. We just started giving cars to some commissioners and other political appointees." Makinde also singled out the immediate past administration in the state led by late Abiola Ajimobi for the debt burden his administration is faced with. He said, "True, we met huge debts when we came in. When we investigated it in the Debt Management Office, we discovered that Oyo State was owing 99 billion naira and foreign debt was $137 million. If you calculate and convert everything together, it is about 150 billion naira. We found out further and saw that when Governor Alao Akala was leaving office, he left 4.8 billion naira. So it means the administrations of 2011 till 2019 borrowed more than 145 billion naira. The governor, however, noted that the problem is not borrowing, but what you're borrowing for. 17 child abuse cases have been reported in Oyo State between the months of March and June 2020, with victims in the range of 1 to 17 years of age. The chairman of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Inclusion's Rapid Response Team on Sexual, Gender-Based Violence and Child Abuse, Pastor Marcus Williams, made this analysis while presenting his report on practical and technical activities of the team within the last 3 months of its inauguration. At the conference room of the ministry on Thursday, he said the move has increased the number of children that enjoyed democratic dividend, access to free healthcare and education, and have their rights upheld in Oyo State. Speaking on some of the hindrances encountered, he hinted that incomplete information of violence against survivors and most times reports that were inaccurate hindered swift responses in most cases. She therefore admonished philanthropists who have passion to care and advocate for the survivors and less privileged to follow due process of registration, as Oyo State government would not spare anyone jeopardizing its efforts. Organized labor in Lagos has yesterday rejected the new pump price of fuel announced by the Petroleum Products Price Regulatory Agency, PPPRA, and demanded immediate reversal, contending that the new price amid COVID-19 pandemic will kill businesses and worsen poverty level across the country. Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and United Labour Congress of Nigeria (ULC) in separate statements insisted that the hike in the pump price of petrol from 121 naira to 143.80 naira at a time when Nigerians and businesses were struggling to cope with the negative consequences of COVID-19 pandemic was the height of the insensitivity by the government. NLC, in a statement by its president Ayuba Waba, among others, argued that the PPPRA contradicted itself when it said that the latest price increase, described as an advisory, was meant to regulate a product that government claims had been deregulated. We demand that the federal government reverts to the old price of petroleum, especially given the fact that price of crude oil in the international market has only slightly increased from the previous price before the so-called downward review was announced 2 months ago, he said. Moving on to the foreign scene, 20 Saudi nationals have gone on trial in absentia in Turkey over the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Those being tried include 2 former top aides to Saudi Arabia's powerful Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The trial in Istanbul follows an international outcry over the murder, which tarnished the prince's reputation. Turkish prosecutors also accused the former deputy head of Saudi intelligence, Ahmed al-Ashiri, and the royal court's media advisor, Saud al-Qahtani, of having led the operation and instructed a Saudi hit team. The other 18 defendants are also being accused of having suffocated Khashoggi, whose remains still haven't been found. The Saudi authorities, who initially denied any involvement in the case, later called it a rogue operation. And United Nations Special Rapporteur Kalamad says Khashoggi was the victim of a deliberate, premeditated execution and extrajudicial killing for which the state of Saudi Arabia is responsible. French Prime Minister Edouard Philippe has tendered his resignation after heading President Emmanuel Macron's government for 3 years. A reshuffle has been expected for some time, and it's common practice for a French president to replace a prime minister during the 5-year term in office known as the quinquennat. The LC Palace said in a statement that Edouard Philippe had today handed in the government's resignation to the President of the Republic, who accepted it, adding that he would stay in place until a new government was approved. A new prime minister will be appointed in the coming hours, and theoretically, Mr. Philippe could be asked to stay in place. However, a removal van and cardboard boxes were seen arriving at his Matignon residence on Friday, indicating he was preparing to move out. Speculation mounted in Paris over who would replace Mr. Philippe. Among the names circulating in French media were Armed Forces Minister Florence Parly and Jean Castex, a mayor from the Pyrenees, given the role of overseeing France's strategy of ending the coronavirus lockdown. Moving on to the exciting world of sports, Lionel Messi has on Thursday reported plans to leave Barcelona in 2021. But Real Madrid coach Zidane was hoping the Argentina maestro will stay in Spain. The 33-year-old has also had disagreements with the board, reacting publicly when sporting director Eric Abidal appeared to blame the players for the sacking of Ernesto Valverde in January. Meanwhile, Messi's current contract expires and he has halted negotiations due to frustrations with the direction of the club. Real Madrid's coach said in a statement when asked about the possibility of Messi leaving, "I don't know what will happen, but we hope not, because he is in this league and we want the best in this league." Barca sits second in La Liga with 5 games left, 4 points behind Real Madrid, who edged past Getafe 1-0 on Thursday to put the title within their grasp. Munich has today confirmed the signing of Germany winger Leroy Sane from Manchester City on a 5-year contract for reportedly at least 50 million euros. Sane in his statement said he is looking forward to linking up again with Bayern head coach Hansi Flick, who has just steered the club to an 8th straight league title in his first season in charge, and also can't wait to train with the team. The Bundesliga champions did not give the transfer fee, but newsmen have reported that Bayern and City agreed a fee of 54.8 million. Club chairman Karl-Heinz Rummenigge said he is an excellent player who has proven his qualities over the past years, especially in the national team. The 24-year-old will start preparing for next season in Munich next week. The club has said, meaning he will sit out Saturday's German Cup final against Bayer Leverkusen in Berlin. Saying, who had reportedly been on the verge of a three-digit million, is Bayern's third new signing for next season, alongside French teenage defender Tanguy Nianzou Kosai from Paris Saint-Germain and goalkeeper Alexander Nubel from Schalke, both of which were free transfers. With that, we've come to the end of the news. A recap of the headlines. Oyo Commissioner of Police promises arrest of Akinyele killings culprits. NLC, ULC, others reject fuel price hike, demand reversal. And on the foreign scene, French Prime Minister EDOUARD Philippe resigns as Macron plans new team. And in sports, Zidane wants Messi to stay in Spain despite Barcelona exit claims. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Hope Chijioke. I am Olaide Amosi. Good day and thank you for watching.